This is Big Poppy Racing.
Welcome back to the 2020 Diecast Games. Glad to have you back for Week 2, Event 2, The Climb. 64 entries will participate, but only 32 will place the top half. Our demonstration car is a Volvo 850 Estate Wagon. Each car will start at the top of the track, be released, come down the hill and up. Whatever the apex is will be measured, recorded, and that will be the car's distance. The maximum distance is 120 inches. If more than one entry hit it, then we will have a race-off. First up today, ArcCommand. He has a Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Starts at the top of the track, is released, and here we go. Up the hill he pushes, and he gets a 71 3/4. 71 3/4. A track ripper is his next entry. He starts at the top, release, down, up he goes, and we've got an 83 1/2. So his distances are recorded and the cars are placed in proper order. Next, Kaboom Racers. Love this fella. He's got a Lancer Evo, one of the most popular cars in racing today in the games. Up we go, 99 3/8. Then we've got the nude list. And this is an old car for Kaboom. Here he goes up and down. It is heavy, and oh, look at here, 101 7/8. So Kaboom Racers takes an early lead with 101. Next up, Madness Motorsports. He's racing a 69 Dodge Charger. He gets ready for the launch. Down he goes and up he goes. He's going to get an 87 out of that. And next up is a Ferrari Testarossa. Nice little casting, an older casting. Down the hill he goes and back up, and he gets a 93 3/8. So those distances are added. And Kaboom still firmly in first place. Next up, Hot Wheels Calgary. Guess what? We've got a Ferrari. Vega not big enough to do this one. Down with the Ferrari F40. Up we go, 97 inches. 97 inches. Next up, a Scion XB. He starts down the track. And he's going to get up to 99 on the Scion. So Hot Wheels Calgary takes over third and fourth. Next up, Simon D of Hot Car Track. He's got a 64 Chevy Nova Gasser. He's going to go first down the track and up, and we're going to get 95 5/8 out of that. Next up, Subaru Impreza. Starts down the track. And up he goes for 97 5/8. 97 5/8. So Simon D able to split Hot Wheels Calgary up for the moment. Next up, Po Boy Racing. He's got a Ferrari F42. Guess you can tell how his is different. He's released, down and up we go, 96 5/8. 96 5/8. And next up, here's another Lancer Evo. These cars are running in the high 90s. Down he goes up. Oh, we broke 100. 100 7/8. So Po Boy Racing able to move into second. Next up, Nick Devers Racing. He's got that Mercedes 500 SEC. And up we go. These are Matchbox cars. Let's see what he gets. 98 3/8. And now his fantasy is called the Burlesque. He starts down the track, up the track. Well, hey, look at here. 104 1/8. 104 1/8. So Nick Devers busted wide open in the lead in sixth place. Next up, Sandy Mack is going to tie one on. She's got a Ford GT40 in front, and she's going to get 101 1/4 out of that. Next up is going to be the Jaguar. Got a few of these Jaguars too. Down the track, up the track. Look at here, a 103 1/2. So tie one on, and Sandy Mack is taking second place. Next up, Jx4 Racing. He's going to have a Chevy Impala. It's going to be his first entry. Down the track they go, and up the track we go. And we look like we got a 78 5/8. Next up, a Nissan 300 Z car. Starting down the track again, bottoms out and up we go, 93 1/8. So he's going to take his place amongst the cars. Next up, Uncle Elvis Racing. He's got that front-running Fairmont. A few of these in this year too. Last year a dominant car. We're going to get 95 out of it, out of the Fairmont. And next up, a Matchbox called the Blue Shark. And down the track he goes up. He's going to get a 94 1/8. So that will insert Uncle Elvis at those two positions. Next, Rust Belt Racing. We got a 62 Nissan Junior. That's a Matchbox truck. Starts down the track and up the track. He's going to get an 88 1/2. Next up, he's got Locomotion. He's nicknamed it Night Train. Got a set of evil eyes on that bad boy. Uphill we go, 86 5/8. So Russ Belt will go into the order, his position. Next up, Mark D of CRC Racing. And he's got an 87 Dodge D100 to start with. Here we go, 89 1/2. And second, he's got one of those Lancer Evos also. Let's see what he can do. They've been going the high 90s, and he does. It looks like a 99 3/8. So Mark D has moved up toward the top there. And here he is, the League of Speed. He's got an Aston Martin Vantage. He's going to let it go down the track. It's looking like 100 is what it's going to take to score here. And he does. He gets 101 1/2. Good score. Here's the next car is a Honda Civic. Can he do as well? He starts down the track. Up again, and he's going to do a 101 1/8. So League of Speed's going to move into 4th and 6th currently. Next up, Crazy Fresh Entertainment with Little Miss Mayhem. She's got a Mitsubishi Spider GT. Up he goes, 99 1/2 for the Matchbox. And the next car is the Batmobile, different version of it. Starts high, comes low, up we go again, 95. So Crazy Fresh is going to join the group here, where she belongs. Next is our reigning team champion, Red Pill Racing. He's got the Mercedes 500 SEC Matchbox laser wheel. Down we go and up. He's going to get, a 96 3/8 for his first entry. His second entry, also a Matchbox, a Datsun 300Z. Laser wheel model also. Down and up. Make a 97 7/8. So Red Pill probably not as high as he's wanting to be. Next up, my Hot Wheel collection. He's got a Mazda RX-7. Let's see what can he do with it. Newer casting. Up we go. 98 1/8. 98 1/8 for his Mazda. The second one is a Christmas version of the Hot Wheel Rapid Responder. A little bit heavier vehicle. Let's see if we can get the 100. Oh, he does. He breaks 100. 105/8. So my Hot Wheel collection moves into the hundreds. Next up, the Rogue Racer. He's got a pretty 69 Pontiac GTO. He starts down the track. Let's see what happens. 99 1/4 for his first car. And look at this baby, an old Roger Dodger. Sweet. Orange, down he goes, up he goes. Oh, look here, we broke, yes, 101. Rogue Racer makes some noise. Gets on up in the top 10. And next is Big Poppy Racing. Wishing for something out of the Ferrari F40 Gold model. See what he gets. Down and up and we broke 100 too. 101 5/8. Happy with that. Happy with that. Next, he's got a painted Lancer Evo. To the bottom, to the top, and he doesn't break 100. He ends up with a 98 1/2. 98 1/2, so Big Poppy goes into the order. And Dirty Deeb Racing is on deck. Here they go. He's got a 69 Mustang. Pretty yellow car. Starts down the hill and up the hill. And we're going to get 96 1/8 out of that. 96 1/8. And next, an old casting, the Speed Seeker. Starts down the hill. This is a lighter car, but yeah, he only gets 91 7/8. 91 7/8. So Dirty Deeb goes into the mix. Next up, Fast 5 Racing. He's got an 18 Honda Civic Type R. He's going to send down. This is a lighter casting. He goes up to about 90 and a half. And next is he has an F Racer for fantasy entry. And he's going to start down, bottoms, and up we go to 89 and a quarter. So, Fast 5 Racing will go into his spots. And next up, the racers who say me. He's got a Ferrari 355. Heavy little casting. Down we go. Up we go. Oh, yes, we're going to break it? No, we did. 100. He got 100 out of it. His second is a Shark Cruiser. This is the older casting that doesn't have the mechanism. Down and up. And he's going to end up with a 95 and 3/4 out of the Shark Cruiser. So he gets added to the mixed here. Next up, Silverback Racing. He's got the Mazda Repu truck. Light casting. Going to start downhill. Bottoms out. And here we go up. 76 and an eighth. Just over 76. Next is the Robocar Formula E. It's ready to start down the track. Up and 83 and a half. So Silverback is added in amongst the racers in the proper order. And next is Toon Tracks Racing. He's got one of those Copo Camaros, the only one in the competition, I do think. He starts in, down, bottoms out, going. Oh, he's out. He's over 100. 102 and 1/4. Nice. Next car is a Honda Sprocket. Little lighter casting, but bottoms up we go. 98 and 5/8. So look at here. Toon Tracks into third place. Next up, the Ohio Valley Racers. He's got his Datsun 510. Starts down the track, and he's going to make an 87 straight up. Next up, what for 2? A nice fantasy casting. A little heavier, long wheelbase. Let's see what he gets out of it. Can he bust 100? Yeah, he breaks 100. 103/8. So Hot Wheel Racer Mike will get in the top group, going over 100. Way to go. Next up, MDG Michael's Diecast Garage. He's got a Jaguar XJ 220. Pretty car. Down it goes, up it goes. Purring like a kitten. 101 and a half. 101 and a half for him. His next car is a Lancer Evo 2. This is a little different model than we've been seeing. The black's the common one. But here we go. Down the hill and up the hill. He's busted 100. 100 and a half. So MDG has popped in. Couple in the top group over 100. Next up, QC Racing and Jim L. Last week's champion of the push. His sprocket's going to be up first. The little Honda Sprocket comes up. He's going to get 99 and 5/8 out of that car. Next up, he's got a white Shadow Jet. I like this casting. They're really good racing. Down and up we go. No, he's not going to break the 100. He's going to get 98 and 3/4. So he'll be inserted just under the 100 mark. Next up, Peter B. Racing. He's got the front-running Fairmont. And he's going to start down the hill. Our last Fairmont ran up in the 90s. This is going to get, 95 and a half out of him. And next is this pretty Lexus. I love this casting. Nice paint job, too. Smooth car. Starts up, down, and he's going to get a 99 and 7/8. So the Lexus will be his highest placing vehicle, just under the 100 mark. The Lady of Speed up next. She's got a Chrysler 300. Heavy little casting, sort of a blocky car. Down the right track up there. Oh, but it 103 and 5/8. Does plenty good. Her next casting is a Nissan 350Z car. It's going to start down too. Let's see if we can get the 100 broke with it. And no, just under 99 and 7/8. But Lady of Speed moves into second place with a 103 and 5/8. Next up, Your Nightmare Racing. No stranger to racing, new to the games. He's got a custom 300 ZX first. Up we go. 101 and a half. 101 and a half out of that car. Next up, the Praetorian Guard. This piece of lead just made the way in. Up he goes, and he's going to break 100 at 107/8. So here's Your Nightmare Racing. He's popping into the 100s very high. Up now, Bad Burn Racing. Their first entry is an Audi RS6 Avant station wagon. Starts down the track, heads up the track, not quite 93 and a half. 93.5. And he's got a Roger Dodger 2.0, one of the newer castings. Starts down the hill, up, and 97. 97's what he's going to get. So Bad Burn Racing placed in amongst the other cars. Second to last, the R&R, Rhett Nelson Rogers. He's got an orange Jaguar JX 220. Pretty car. Young man picked these himself. He's going to get a 95.25 out of that. Next, and he's got a Mazda RX-7 himself. So let's see how it does. A while ago it ran up in the 90s, and this is going to make a 94.5. So an R&R placed in, not going to be in the high group. Last up, GenX Vintage Racing. He's got the Ferrari 360 Medina. Let's see where he goes. Look at here. 101 3/8. Nice job there. Next, he's got a mid-drift, one of those low-ride cars. He's going to start down the track and up the track, and 98 3/8. 98 3/8. So he's going to be placed accordingly too. So here are the final scores from the climb. Nick Davies and Burlesque will take first place. Lady of Speed second. Taiwan on Sandy Mack. Toon Tracks, Kaboom, Big Poppy placed sixth. League of Speed seventh. Michael's Diecast Racing as it rolls all the way down. These are the first 32 places. Now here are 33 through 64. No points for these cars, only for the top half of the field. And they'll roll through and you get a look at everybody there. So let's look at the casting or the individual car standings after two events. Kaboom's nude list is up top by Nightmare Racing second. As you can see, it rolls down here to the first 17 points, and then from 16 points down to 1, the team to the left and the car to the right, all the way down to 1 point. Next up, our team standings after the climb. So after two, Your Nightmare Racing is on top with Nick Devers, League of Speed, Kaboom, Rogue Racer, Red Pill, and as it roams all the way down, only showing the teams that have scored. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the bell to get all the updates. Not miss a thing. We appreciate everything you do for us, watching, commenting. Join us next Friday for Event 3, the Quarter Mile.
This has been a Big Poppy Racing production.